Hey, what's going on YouTube, and welcome to this week's episode of Tuesday Preppers, where we take a look at the in-game news for Final Fantasy Brave Exvius and see what kinds of content is coming out and what kinds of killers and things we're going to need to get ready for said content. We usually talk a little bit about news if there's anything interesting going on, and this week I would say that there is some interesting stuff going on, so that's exciting. Let's take a look though. Really, we only have one piece of content. There's an update to Clash of Wills, but at this point, it's been going on for so long that most players who are going to rank 1 already have rank 1. So them adding new characters to the list of bonus units and focus units does not really matter, I would say. But this one here, this actual event, Cradle of the World, is a new event. So Cradle of the World is a box summon farming event. The enemy that you're going to be facing off against is this one right here, the Aquatic Chimera. Now, even though it's an Aquatic Chimera, it is not an aquatic enemy. It's a beast enemy. It has no resistances, and it has 50% weakness to fire, ice, water, light, and dark. You can use all the breaks you want. Also, if you scroll down to the very bottom, it does tell you that you want to bring water category units. So make sure you set a water category unit for your friend, because it is going to be a long farm for this fight. Reach up to 350,000 event points. That is a huge increase in the amount of points that you need to get all the other stuff from this event. So make sure you set a good friend unit that's a water category. Chances are good that you already have the new Esper of Destruction Charlotte character, who is a free unit and is a water category. So put her there, and then everybody that you're friends with can benefit from having her as a friend. Cool. We get some new abilities. Nothing special right here. HP 20% and lightning and wind resistance 30% can be useful, especially for a newer player. 50% human killer is like super irrelevant. I don't really get why it's there. But this one is an EX ability. So this is the ability that goes on the new Neovisions Plus units. This is like the abilities that fit in that bonus 5th slot. But this one is only valid for Blessing of the Crystals units, which is very few units. Still, we are finally getting some generic abilities, which is great because so far we don't have any. And there you go. So make sure you bring a water category team, and you want to gear up for Beast Killer. And that's really all the content that we have that's new. As far as Beast Killer equipment in the game, you can get tons and tons of it. And some of the ones that kind of stand out are the Beast Killer Plus materia from Scorn of Amon. Super easy. It's not even the hard difficulty, it's the easy difficulty. Rafflesia can get you Beast Eater Sense. Cerberus can get you Beast Killer Plus Recipe. Valued Memories from a 5-star base unit Urban gets you 100% Beast Killer. Ifrit Rain's Infernal Battle Garb is another good source of Beast Killer. Vortex the Passion Hatred from A2 if you have her. It's a lot like Urban's. It just also gives true double hand attack, which is pretty cool. You can also get Beast Killer from like the Aurora keys. In a couple different places. So yeah, lots and lots of Beast Killer in the game. Just make sure you gear up for it. But even still, like, it's a farming event. Like, you don't really need to have a full team of 300% Beast Killer to clear it out. Just have, like, some, and bring some units that are naturally good at fighting beasts, and you're probably going to be just fine. Honestly, this should not be that difficult. But as far as other stuff that's going on in the game, I'm going to go ahead and pop up another screen so you can kind of see what we're dealing with here. I'm going to show a couple other important things, I think. First of all is that we are getting some weekly summons, which is cool. Can't really see that on my sub screen. Let's make that better. If you do the other camera, I think you can see that. This one. There we go. Let's try that again. So if they are, still can't see it. Oh my gosh. You can do weekly summons for guaranteed Neos, which is at this point, we've been doing daily summons that don't have guaranteeds, and that's been kind of a hassle. There you go. Weekly summons with a guaranteed Neo. 10 plus 1. So that's cool. And we're getting, only certain units included up to this point. So they are going to be updating this throughout May. which is really nice. But this goes as all the way to like June 5th, which is really crazy. That's getting into like the anniversary time. So what that tells you is that they are planning content to at least go out to the anniversary. So that's nice. And then some miscellaneous updates. They're adding 2 new categories of units, Guardians and Elite Soldiers, and all of the ones that they're showcasing here are global exclusives and Clash of Wills units, which is just nice. And then if you still have Esper ore left over, Lakshmi and Leviathan are getting some new overflow killer materials and killer abilities, which is sometimes useful. But that's really it as far as like content and new stuff coming out. Like there's just kind of a dull week. And sadly, if you look at the April monthly bulletin, we can see that the only 2 events that we're really getting that are going to be giving adventure crests are this week and the 18th, which we assume is Clash of Wills. And they've already talked about like the Clash of Wills stuff in the bulletin as well. Beast, Human, Machine. I'm honestly planning on taking a very similar team to last month at this point, just swatching out Nicole for Kaito for Machine Killer, and then taking Melissa yet again. And then I'm actually going to go rogue and bring Elena as a tank if I can. So I've already got my team geared up for what I hope will be a good run. Not much else to do in the game right now, so I'm just kind of doing that. And so that's really it. As far as like going after a Beast Killer ability, tonight we spent most of our time just playing around in Depths of Chaos, so I didn't really have a clear plan. But at this point, all those sources of Beast Killer are really easy with Neovision's units. Let alone, if you happen to have a Neovisions Plus, so really shouldn't be too hard to go and get you some Beast Killer. And it's just a farming event, like you don't really need Beast Killer. And that's what I got to say about that. So hopefully it's fun. On Twitch this week, we will go ahead and keep on playing Depths of Chaos because I'm still not quite done. I have a couple more boss fights left to do. But we're working on it. We're getting close. I think we've got like 3 left. I think I have to do the aquatic boss for both types, and then I think the dragon fight by himself, and then I think that's it. Let me see. I can't even look at it right now. Oh gosh. Okay, I'll look at it later. But the point is, we'll be doing that on Thursday because I'm not going to sit here and farm for you guys. It's not exciting. But be good to each other. Take care. We'll see you on Thursday, and hopefully you've got some Beast Killer set up. Make sure you set up a Water Friend unit, and we'll be good to go.